Do you find it hard to say no? Do you hear yourself saying yes when in your mind it's saying no? Do you please other people to your own detriment? I am Wimbo 77 onethingabouthistory.com. There are many areas in life where we can become yes people. And believe me, there's nothing wrong with saying yes. But a lot of the time, in those moments when we say yes, when we go away and think about it, on hindsight, we really were compelled just in that moment to agree with what the person had maybe asked us to do, without much thought. So how can we say no without offending, hurting, or feeling bad about saying no? Number one, first off, saying no is not being selfish. Maybe we think that we should say yes to maintain a friendship or to look good to other people, or to be in the person's books. Good books that's asked us if we could do something for them. But really, sometimes they may ask us to do something and it's a lot more than what they're asking in that moment, a lot more when you are faced with the situation, a lot more than what they requested. And I can tell you that happened to me recently. Someone asked me to do something between a certain time, and then it turned out to be this whole longed out thing. And I was actually quite upset about it because they should have been straight. So that's the next thing, okay? When someone asks you something, are they really being straight with the things that they've asked you to do? Because sometimes some people can be very sparse about the details. And then when you're in the situation, you realise that they've sold you down the Swanee River, and it really doesn't bode well. So you've got to really make sure as well that you know exactly what it is that the person's asked of you, and that whether you can commit to the request. So number one, it's not being selfish to say no. Now the next point, number two, is that your time is precious. So do others make that same effort for you? Do they not see your time as precious, and thus they're always asking you to do things that they perhaps wouldn't do, for you at the end of the day? So remember, your time's precious, and you shouldn't feel bad about not filling someone else's requirements. And this really leads us into our next point, and that's number three. How many people say yes to you and follow through on their promises? That's quite an interesting point, isn't it? Because you're the indication to say yes to them. Will they do the same back for you? All right, so again, we've really got to be mindful and thoughtful about it. So number four, what happens if you put your things on hold? Now, you're making sacrifices to go and help that person. Are they appreciative of it? Or have you just become a yes person to your friends that they don't think twice? They don't think twice about asking, and you're going and doing things at your own detriment for other people that possibly wouldn't even do it for you. Okay, and does it make you frustrated and angry that you've said yes? And this leads us right, my nose is very itchy today for some reason, into the next point, number four. Saying yes is not absolute. So that's a wonderful thing, that if you've said yes and then you've gone away and thought about it, that you don't have to fully commit to it, all right? Because you've gone away, you've thought about it, you've realised that you can't commit to what's been asked of you. So make sure that you give your friend or the person that's asked you to do whatever it is, that you give them enough time so that they can find someone else to go along and do what's been requested of you, because you've gone away, thought about it, and you can't fulfill what they've asked. Number 6, before you commit, it's always a good idea to tell them that you'll go away and think about it, you'll check your diary and see if you can commit to it, because that gives you enough time to really go away. And instead of just saying yes in that moment, that gives you time to go away, think about it, and then you can make the right choice as to whether you want to or not. And that's even better, isn't it? Because then you've had time to really mull over, think. If you do have the time, by all means, that's a wonderful thing. So saying yes, we've worked out that it's not selfish to say no, that your time is precious, okay? And if the shoe was on the other foot, would the person asking you, would they do the same for you? And obviously what sacrifices will you need to make in order to say yes? That saying yes is not absolute, that you can change your mind, but give the person enough time to go and find someone else. And before committing and saying yes, check and see if you have the time. And if you do and you want to make that choice, by all means, go ahead and do that. So yes, we know that saying yes can sometimes cause us anxiety and stress, but if we have thought about it and we're happy to commit to it, that's fine. So remember, guys, saying yes is all right, but you do have the right to also say no. Now you take care, and like us, if you like this video, please hit me up in the link below, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop something in the bio below or in the link below, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Take care now.